And I am speaking with,
Tara Notrika.
Samantha Horowitz.
and you are the subject of a documentary here at the Film Expo.
Yes, we are actually the subject matters of Second Chance documentary, which follows me on a bone marrow transplant journey. I am a 2-time transplant recipient and survivor who has been battling a very rare disease for a very long time.
You understand when I did that, my entire body just lit up with goosebumps. That's so 2-time.
2-time transplant recipient, one autologous using my own stem cells, and the second one was an allogeneic with an anonymous donor who still remains anonymous to me.
Wow. And I'm still getting goosebumps. What made you decide to put your story on film?
I knew I wanted to share my story because I wanted to be a source of hope and inspiration for others, and just all of the pieces came together. It wasn't something that we planned. It just naturally happened through a course of events that I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to share my story in a film. So, and it's a very unique film because we tell it through original music. And my daughter here is actually the vocalist and one of the collaborators of 9 original songs, which we wrote during the time period of my illness, and it covers a lot of different topics that I experienced, and she could talk more about the music component of it.
How did it feel writing the music for this particular thing?
It honestly, plain out, felt amazing. Not only was I able to pursue a passion that I've had forever, but I know that it was a big help to my mom with coping with what she was going through, because I really do think that music has healing powers. Some people just listen to it to enjoy, but when you get together, the melody, the lyrics, it really could be a powerful thing. And it really means a lot to me knowing that this could potentially help other people cope going through similar things. So
that's really great. And what did I hear about someone from American Idol or something?
Yes, Robbie Rosen from American Idol. We collaborated with him, people from the city, professors. An amazing experience. Love Robbie, great guy. Insanely talented. Just a great experience.
Well, I'm so glad from something that could have not necessarily been a great experience that you were able to come out with all of this positive stuff. And I want to say thank you for talking to me. And is there something else you would like to impart to whoever is watching?
Yes, so one of the main purposes is to encourage more people to become bone marrow donors. Somebody was very selfless and saved my life, and it only takes one person to save another's life. So I'm actually teaming up with DKMS, which is a bone marrow registry organization. So we're hoping that we can encourage more people to go out and consider becoming bone marrow donors. If you can't do that, consider donating blood. I had a lot of complications and required a lot of blood transfusions. So those are 2 messages that we're trying to spread throughout the film. And I have to also say congratulations. We're very excited that tonight she won an award for Best Original Song, also titled Second Chance. The song is now available on Spotify, iTunes, and Apple Music, and the full song can be seen tomorrow at the screening in the film.
That's great. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.
I'm speaking with Danny Malone, and Danny, you kicked everything off tonight.
That's right. Yeah, it's an incredible honor. This is such an incredible festival. So to get to be the first one out the door, out of the gate, is really something special for me.
That's very good. And so, what is it you brought to this festival?
Well, so my film is it's called Have a Nice Night. It's yeah. It was I made it for Florida State. It was my graduate thesis film, and it's about an optimistic rideshare driver on Halloween night. He's dressed as Mr. Rogers, and he gets his car stolen, so he just has to deal with this impossibly mean and cruel, violent world.
What an interesting concept.
Thank you. So yeah, I was fascinated by this idea of having an on-kilter person and an off-kilter world, because it started as basically Falling Down with Michael Douglas, which I love that movie, but I wanted to do something different. So I wanted to explore, how does the world react to a nice person instead of how does a mean person react to the world itself. So.
And well, I was going sadly, I was going to say, and are you pleased with your film? And yet here we are. Right? So,
yeah.
I mean, so you brought it here. What has been the highlight so far of this experience?
I think just the quality and the professionalism, the organization of the film festival, like everything about it is just, from the opportunities of meeting other filmmakers to just the opportunities like this, like getting to interview and having that experience and getting, dipping my toe in the water and getting that experience is really helpful for me as a new filmmaker.
That's really great. And I want to say thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And I am speaking with the one and only Debbie Markowitz.
Hi, Kate. I'm so happy to be standing next to you.
I'm happy too, because we haven't seen each other in a while now.
At least 2 years. The pandemic kind of messed everything up last year.
But this year, your role has it officially, your role has changed a little bit with the festival. So how does it feel to sort of be passing the baton, if you will?
Well, one of the big changes that happened was after 33 years, I left the Nassau County Film Commission in November. I decided that it was time to start making movies full time. I have about 10 of them under my belt, and it just seemed like time to do it. And we also brought in, for the film festival, we brought in some new partners, which we're really excited about. I know you know Manny and Lindsay Serrano, so it's a really good energy. And it's good to know that if we all decide to run away to Hawaii, we got somebody here. But it's a really nice partnership.
As I told you off camera, I was so thrilled to pieces to see that you all had joined forces in this way. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. They bring such a great energy, and it's hard to find people to get involved whose main interest are the filmmakers and the films, and really not us. And they get that, that we should all get something out of it, but at the same time, it's not they're what's most important. So we've looked a long time to find that kind of chemistry, and so it really works well.
And I'm so thrilled. And now, first of all, I'll say, is retired appropriate? Because
no,
right, that's
transition.
How does it feel to be transitioning to, I would say, a simpler life, but now you're probably working more than ever?
I am working more than ever. I can't figure it out, but I have no time ever. I am taking a little better care of myself, because I will maybe sleep a little later, sometimes, not always. I'll still get up sometimes at 3 and start working, but I make sure that I'm walking and lifting weights and doing all the things I didn't necessarily always have time for when I was working full-time. And while the movie thing is transitioning because of COVID right now, I'm still in post on 2 projects, and we've got 4 films on the festival circuit bouncing around. So we're busy. Yeah, I've got Confidant and Gem in the Photo Op, which didn't even have a screening until probably a year after they were out because of COVID. And then, what else? There's another one. Waiting Room's still bouncing around. That's going to be screening actually at the Port Myers Beach International Film Festival. So we're going to go to that. And then Couple of Guys, which is the first episode of my series. I have 3 episodes shot and done. I only submitted that to a handful of festivals, so we basically premiered that at Queen's World, and we're waiting to see if we get into a couple of others, but otherwise I'm just going to shop it. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and my feature, The Only Woman in the World, is still in post. So yeah, and plus I've shot like 4 films during the pandemic for other people, but that's another thing. So yeah.
That's another thing.
It's been busy. I can't wait to get back to writing. I miss writing, but it's just been too busy right now.
Well, I know you will, and I have to tell you, this transition you wear very well. You look And listen, I always was a fan of, not that it's about looks, I can see it on you, how it's living in you.
Thank you. I feel good. And I keep getting that, you look younger. I'm like, my hair is gray. No, but you look younger. Okay. It's because I don't have, I mean, of course, life itself always has little stressors, but I don't have the, oh, I have to do this for somebody else, and if they're right, then that's great, and if they're wrong, they still have to be right, and I don't have to deal with any of that nonsense. So it just feels good to be on my own, and I bounce around a little bit sometimes, going, what am I supposed to do today? And John's like, your to-do list is like 50 long. I said, yeah, but I don't know where to start. He's like, pick one, So there's days like that, but for the most part, I just, make sure I get done the things I have to get done, and I'm excited by this, to be seeing some of my filmmaker friends I haven't seen in a long time, and yeah, so it's all cool. I'm happy.
Well, I'm glad you're happy, and we're happy to be here speaking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Hey, what's poppin', people? Brimstone here, and you're watching The Kate Fox Show.
I'm speaking with Mike Caravella, and you are here with Astral Plane Drifter.
Astral Plane Drifter is the name of my short film. We're playing in the Midnight Madness block on Saturday night.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's going to be wild and crazy. We're nominated, so that's exciting. It's good to be home. I haven't been home in 4 years. I'm originally from here. I live out in the middle of nowhere in the Joshua Tree in the desert in California. So, yeah.
Wow.
From East New York, Brooklyn to Joshua Tree, California.
And, well, I was going to say, how's that working for you? But you know what? You're out here at the film festival.
I'm here at the film festival. It's great. And, it all feeds into each other. There's part of me, that Brooklyn guy who's there, but then, like, my film, it's a Western sci-fi kung fu comedy. Yes, you heard that right. Western sci-fi kung fu comedy. It's a crazy thing. It looks great. We filmed it in the middle of the desert. It came out of just sitting home doing nothing last year. Everybody was sitting home doing nothing. So I'm an actor by trade. And, after 8-9 months of just bouncing off the walls, I was like, I live out in the desert now. I need to do something weird in the desert. So I think I achieved that. So I wrote it, directed it, produced it, I starred it. We have a really small crew, really skeleton crew, because it was right in the middle of the pandemic we filmed this thing. So there's me and 2 other actors for 4 parts, and we have a director of photography and 3 crew members. And we went out in the middle of nowhere and did this thing. So it was fun.
Well, and I have to tell you, if you're in the Midnight Madness block,
Yeah.
from my conversation with Manny,
Yeah.
it's got to be something special.
So, yeah, and I'm really excited, and we're nominated. So that's great. So, yeah.
Nominated.
Yeah. So I think we're going to play really well. I think everybody's going to have a good time seeing this thing. It is a wild, crazy, absurd, funny thing. And anybody who comes to see it is going to love it. I guarantee it.
Well, let me ask you something. If people want to check you out, where would they go?
So I have my social handles. My name is Mike Caravella, and I'm on Facebook. Facebook is Mike Caravella 13. On my Instagram, I am the Mike Caravella. Do you want me to spell that?
You can if you like.
All right. Well, the last name is Caravella, Mike Caravella. I have a YouTube channel called the Mikey Forearms Channel. I told you I'm from Brooklyn. Mikey Forearms. So if you go to the Mikey Forearms channel, check out my YouTube page. And I'm on IMDb. So look me up on IMDb. If you just Google my name, you'll find all sorts of stuff. So I'm out there.
How's it feel to be home for a while?
Oh, it feels great. Like I said, I haven't been home for 4 years. Part of the story I missed is, like, I haven't been home since I had cancer treatment. I had oral cancer, and I was shut down for a while. And I got treated at Memorial Sloan Kettering, and they treated me real good. Yeah.
Goosebumps everywhere. I'm a cancer, so
Yeah.
goosebumps everywhere.
So come here. Yeah. Yeah. So we're here, we're talking to each other, so this is great, right? Everything is gravy at this point, right? So I could backtrack a little bit too. So when I got that's part of why we moved out to the desert, because I got diagnosed with cancer, and I was getting treated for cancer, and I needed a quieter existence. So I was out of the business. They took out 20% of my tongue, 50 lymph nodes out of my neck. Wow. So I didn't think I was going to work anymore. And then 2019, I decided to put myself back out there. I started working. I started booking some shows, auditioning like crazy. I'm like, this was an awesome year. 2020, I'm going into it with a ton of momentum.
We have a lot in common,
Yeah.
because 2020, I was like, everything's happening this year. I can feel it.
Everything was happening, and then not so much. Right. But out of that, after sitting home for 6-7 months, it's like, I need to do something. And this idea just hit me like a lightning bolt, and here we are. And this is awesome.
This idea for, oh wait, astral plane drifter.
That's right.
I'm so. Oh, so you're a little twisted like me.
A little bit.
So now, if there's something else, anything in the world that you would like to share with the people that are watching, what would you add to this little blurb?
So I would just say, just go back to having fun. That's what this movie represents. It's like, society has been so heavy and serious, and I really want to do something fun and just pure escapism and absurd, and just go back to laughing. So just support the arts, support fun movies like this. Let's get back to living life and enjoying ourselves and smiling, because we know time can be really short. So live today. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for talking to me. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thanks.
And I'm speaking with filmmaker, and so many more things, because Angie Hansen, and you are here at the film festival as a...
I am here as a volunteer.
Now, the last time I saw you here, you had films.
Yes.
Films.
I had 2 films.
2, right?
Yeah, 2 films.
And so, but you are giving your time now giving your time this time? Or?
Yes, this time. I am giving my time this time. To help the festival. Manny and Lindsay are involved in the festival this year, so I wanted to help out. And this is really the first festival that I've been to since the whole quarantine happened, so it's really awesome to be able to give back.
And so how does it feel to be out and about with your fellow filmmakers?
Amazing. I didn't expect to see you 2 here, so that's awesome. I've definitely seen a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. Actually, I haven't seen Manny and Lindsay in a very long time, so no, it's great to be in a room with other filmmakers and to see films on the big screen again. I haven't actually been to a theater at all in a while either, so it's really, really awesome.
That's very cool. Now, what, besides being here volunteering, what have you been doing lately?
Well, recently, I just directed a pilot. It is a female-centric pilot called Divorce Diaries. So one of my long-term colleagues from years and years ago, we worked together in theater up in New Hampshire. She is a stand-up comedian, and she has a one-woman stage show, and she is making it into film, and this is actually her first venture into film. Her name's Michelle Trena. She's pretty well known on the comedian circuit, and she is all over the place. She is crazy in the absolute best way, and so she's like, you know me, you get me, I want you to direct this. So we literally just wrapped. We are in the editing process. I'm seeing a second cut on Friday, and I'm working with the editor right now, so I'm super, super excited about it.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it's amazing, and I think it's really going to go somewhere. Like, I'm really excited about it.
Wow. So that just, I mean, you have so many different layers of what you do in this business, or I will say in the entertainment business, because it's not just film.
Right.
So where do you go from there? Or what else do you have coming up or going on?
Well, in the pipeline, actually, on kind of that same vein with Michelle, she is working on more things, like with her on the road and doing comedy tours where she wants to kind of do a slice of life thing where we're talking about actually going on the road together and filming her like doing all sorts of crazy things on her ways to shows, and also she's got all these like misadventures with men, so you will love it. Like I feel like all women will love it, but especially women that have kind of led the life that we have led. I feel like it is very poignant, and I'm really excited about it. And she's actually got shows in the city coming up in September and October, and I'm gonna help her out with those shows. But on the opposite side of that, Phil and I, who's over there.
He's around. We saw
Yeah,
him.
he's somewhere.
And Phil is?
He is my director of photography. He also writes really bizarre, kind of effed up things. So we have some kind of raunchy things in the pipeline that we're working on, because why not?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So that's okay. And he's I don't know if he's filming or taking pictures, but so he's joined us somehow. Phil has.
Yes.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah,
you guys are
he's
doing
like creepily
He's
in the background. You can't see him, but he's creepily in the background.
And he's backing away slowly, slowly. So it's too much fun. It really is.
Yeah.
Now, your other gig in Manhattan. What's going on with that?
With Blood Manor?
Yeah. Oh,
Is that are you
Blood
talking about
Manor?
Blood Manor?
What?
Yeah, it is up and coming. Hopefully everything is good. I mean, God knows what's happening in New York City. It's, page by page, day by day. But yeah, it's coming up, and hopefully we won't have to wear masks, and it will be beautiful and wonderful and bloody.
Bloody. So now, what else? What am I forgetting to ask you that we need to tell people about? Ha ha ha.
Oh. So I think we talked a little bit about this the last time I saw you, and you probably talked with Manny about this. Channel X is premiering at Macabre Fair Film Festival in Nashville, Tennessee.
September 30th to October 3rd.
Yes. I assistant directed that, as well as I acted in multiple short films within the film. So that's coming up. So that's super exciting as well.
Well, I want to say, well, first of all, we're happy to see you no matter what.
Yeah, same.
But thank you for talking to us. We're going to catch up again.
Yes.
and follow you around and see what's going on. But thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I'm Kate Fox, and I am here at the new and expanded home of Tresses and Colors at 1227 Montauk Highway in Oakdale. And they are just preparing to celebrate 25 years in business and have recently won Best of Long Island. They are house to Sunny and Dew as well, which is all natural skincare and hair products. And boy, you can find anything you want here. So don't forget to shop local discounts and mention the Kate Fox Show for 25% off any hair service. I am with Loring Murtha of Don't Jump, and now your film is getting ready to screen?
Yeah, we are screening in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to do the quick change, and look very excited, looking forward to it.
So how's it been going so far today?
It's been going great. I mean, these guys, they really do it right. You feel, you're really treated, as a filmmaker, you're really treated well, and they got all the bells and whistles. It's having an awesome time. Thrilled to be here.
So now, is this your first time here?
This is the first time here, yes. Correct. We have submitted in the past and we're not accepted, so we're thrilled to be here this time.
I didn't hear anything he said right now, but we're so. Wow! Oh my!
No, that's a good thing.
Oh,
that
no,
just
it's a
means they don't
great
just
thing.
take everything. So
Exactly.
it
It's
feels
a
that much
great
more
thing.
special. It's great.
You are
I
special.
love it.
And let me tell you, I spoke with Manny before the festival, and the things he said about the filmmakers that are here this year were just. I mean, I would expect it, but just to hear it, he is so thrilled to have each and every one of you here. It's wonderful.
Well, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I will because that's what I do. We're all thrilled to be here. Jokes aside, we are all thrilled to be here. This is a big one, and it's very exciting, and I'm personally honored to be here. So it's great.
Now, let me ask you something. If people want to check you out, how can they do that?
Well, the good thing is I have a pretty unique name.
Yes,
so
you do.
if you want to find me on the socials, Loring Murtha. The film is called Don't Jump. MartiniBoyFilms.com is the website. I guess that's it. Or you can just go by your local 7-Eleven at 3 o'clock in the morning, and maybe I'll be there. You don't know.
I'm going to check the 7-Eleven out later.
I don't live in Long Island, so I probably won't be at this one, but maybe. You never know.
You never know what life's going to bring you, because look, you're here now.
Exactly right. I would not be here. Let me just say I would be remiss if I did not say that I would not be here if it wasn't for a bunch of people. Zach Crone, who is the best. He shot everything. He edited everything. He's also in the movie. He has a cameo. My amazing cast. This is the third of a series that I'm doing.
Oh.
So Laura Peterson, the amazing Laura Peterson, who plays my co-star. Miranda Stevens, Erica Woods, Rob Brock, Zach Crone again, and it's probably about it. I'm probably forgetting somebody, so I apologize. But yeah, I mean, that's the reason we're here, because of them. So I want to make sure I just say thank you to them.
Well, I think that's very great of you, gracious and appropriate. And I want to say I'm looking forward to your film, and good luck.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Regardless of what happens, it's a win to be here, so we're thrilled. I speak on behalf of my entire cast and crew. Thank you for having us, and Long Island Film Expo, International Film Expo, and yeah, I do have to run because I have to change. I'm going to get out of this and get into my hot outfit for the screening, which is in like 5 minutes now.
Run
so I gotta
now!
jump.
Run now!
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm speaking with Zach Crone, and your film is Matched?
Yes. Matched is a little short 3-minute thriller shot entirely by Matchlight. Yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge, a lot of fun. A young woman running through an unfamiliar apartment during a blackout, looking for a very important item with nothing but a box of matches. So yeah, we've been screening all over. I have 2 films that I shot in life today, Don't Jump and then Matched. I shot both of them. I also directed Match. And I've been here before with other films, and thrilled to be back. And thank you, Kate, for having us.
Oh, I'm pleased to be speaking to you. And now, how does it feel any different this time around than the last time you were here?
A little bit. I'm more familiar with the venue and the people now, so that helps. The last film I was here with, I was in it and I produced it, but I didn't direct or shoot. So it's a little bit different. People recognized me because I was in that one. So they're like, oh, you were with that film. And now when you're just the director or the camera person, people don't see you on the film, so they don't know it's you. But then they see the badge, they're like, oh, I saw that film. So the badges help.
The badges help, so you can recognize this gentleman and what he's here for.
Yep.
So, okay, so you are not in the film.
I am not in this film. The film is just the young woman and then one other person in the film. Because you can't have a horror film with just one person in it. There's got to be someone else. But yeah, but I'm not in it.
So you're in the hooky spooky block.
Yes, I'm in the Scared for Your Life block tonight at 11:30. And then the other film is in a few minutes in the comedy romance block.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
running around,
cool.
doing all the things, having fun, enjoying being able to see the film with a live audience again, which is it's wonderful. Being able to hear the laughs in the horror films, hear the gasps.
Now, is this your first live event?
It is my 3rd or 4th. So I've been able to do it, but I've also had, like 30 virtual festivals, and it's not the same, but they're all great. But it's definitely nice to be back in person again.
Yeah, well, that's, you do your film, you want to see how the people react. You want to be there, right?
Yeah, because I'll show it to my friends. I have a couple friends come over, in my same quarantine pod, but can't always trust how they're going to react because they're your friends. But a room full of strangers in a dark theater, they'll give you the truth.
Absolutely, they will.
Yep.
Now, where can people look you up? Where can they find out about you?
Great. I'm on Instagram. It's Zach Crone, ZACK_KRON, and my production company website is bytheglasspictures.com. And that's also a tag on Instagram and possibly Twitter and other things. But one of those 2 spots, you'll find me.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks so much for having me.